What is up, folks? NYKA31 here, Madden 17 Playbook Review Series. As I sit here watching the Madden Championship round of 16, Redskins Playbook. This was a pleasant surprise. I was expecting worse. I was expecting much worse. This playbook as a whole is a microcosm for all the playbooks in the game. And what I mean by that is that these playbooks have gotten so stripped down, so watered down over the past few years. Back in Madden 25, this was among the best playbooks in the entire game. It was just loaded. It was this wonderful, fun blend of college style spread, read option, QB wrap, and spread West Coast. It was a really fun playbook. And what ended up happening is that a lot of stuff got stripped out of the playbooks for a variety of reasons, either because of the plays that were in them that the game mechanics couldn't quite handle, that caused them to be overpowered or broke, or the fact that some plays were watered down in effectiveness over the years. But the problem was when those plays were either taken out or watered down, nothing was done to replace what was lost. So you have this collection of playbooks in this year's game that always feel like they're missing something. And the Redskins playbook exemplifies that to a T. I had fun playing this playbook. It has some very good stuff in it that I really enjoyed. It passed the nickel blitz 2 test. It passed the cover 2 invert test. I was able to move the ball against a wide variety of users in a reasonably diverse way. I didn't feel boxed in with what I had to call or what I couldn't use. There, nickel blitz 2, I just got rid of the ball hot there. And I was able to go between the pistol, the shotgun, single back, and the I form formations pretty nicely. But I also found that there was a lot of formations that had a curious collection of plays because it just seemed like, concepts that should be in there to complement something else weren't. Like, for example, the split back set has a really nice auto motion series with the tight end in the backfield. You have a motion HB dive, you have a motion swing screen, and you also have a motion spot play. Then you don't see that anywhere else in the playbook that you would expect to see. I mean, the natural extension of that tail motion would be orbit motion. Nowhere to be found. You'll have a formation that has a zone split read option, but no play action read, and no straight zone split run. You have a real paucity of weak side runs. In the pistol sets, you have your pistol draw, you have your strong side power and pistol stretch, and you have a dive, but you have no weak side counter. Under center, more so in the I formations, you don't have any weak side runs. All the runs are going to the strong side. I really love the wide receiver screen game out of this playbook. I think the wide receiver screen game is excellent. I think it's really good. One of the best ones in the game. Under center passing concepts aren't that bad. You have some nice play action shot plays, some play action crossers and wheels, but you don't have a play action deep comeback nor play action deep out, which is really strange. Virtually every playbook has either one or the other or both. Here's a split off set, and you see that tail motion series. Really nice series. You have a double post play, you have the dive, and you have the swing screen, which I'm running here. They complement each other very well. As you see me rumble with OJ Howard here. I wish I could run it, or I wish I could run it out of a 2x2 set, but alas, I can't. As I tack on the field goal. Back in the gun, I like their gun empty. Anytime you can run a bench concept with a shallow cross and a corner and a square in, you got something good. You just got to be able to get the ball out quick in case you're being edge blitz, which is a potential look here, but he's playing coverage. And, I just threw the shallow cross there. I didn't want to take any chances. I saw it first, and I just pop it for a 2-yard gain. You got corner read there as well, another good play. Tray open, you got some good stuff here. I'm just going to run a simple four verts. I'm either going to go for Moss or I'm going to, try to hit the back coming out in the delay route with this user drifting back. I almost score. Now I'm going to audible to, whatchamacallit, inside zone. Play action read is one of the few play actions in the book where you can attack the deep sideline on the solo side. Jay Ajayi fighting. Really nice job. Really nice job there. So we punch that in. Gun tray open, double post, trail shake, read dig I like a lot. I like this post hitch play, double post, and I'm going to come back to this a little bit, either in this game or another game. It's actually spaced halfway decent, but I go one-on-one to Moss there, and Moss doing Moss things. I don't swerve people, so I need Moss or a guy like him to do just that on a one-on-one situation. Strong pro and I formation plays in general, the pass plays, they're generally horrible. They don't work for a wide variety of reasons. Most of them, uh, we've gone over most of the reasons why a lot of the I formation pass plays stink. Incredibly fast lateral movement by defenders. Route combinations not spaced well, so you can't stress the defense the way the play is designed to stress stuff like that. Um, the play action plays tend to be a lot better, but you have your standard stuff. Play action shot post is pretty nice. But going back to the issue I spoke of earlier about weak side runs or opposite side formation runs, all the runs in this formation, they all go to the weak side to your right. And there's nothing to the other side. So the only way you can run the opposite way is to tip your hand with your pre-snap playmaker, or you flip the play, obviously. But there's nothing to constrain the defense once they figure out that you can only run that one way from that formation. Gun snugs, you got a whole variety of bench concepts here. Bench is such a hard concept to stop in this game, just stock, but you can do a whole lot of creative things with it as well. I just run a stock here and try to run the corner versus man coverage. He actually did a smart thing and defended the Y side corner with his robber, so I just had to high point it one-on-one with O.J. Howard, who couldn't come down with it. But the gun snugs is very good. You got some nice play action crossers. You have all those bend variations that I showed you, and you have mesh and all that good stuff. Really good, gun snugs. So back into another game here. I'm just laughing at jokes post game interview. Oh boy! But you got a pistol Z spot here. Take some time to clear out, but if you can discombobulate a user backer, that can open up very nicely underneath. You can hit a backside dig. And you also have the flat in the corner. Again, it's just a matter of being able to block the edge heat or get the play off in time before the edge heat gets to you. I ran that against Buck Slant. And pistol here. This is pistol doubles. I like this fade smash play. He's going to screw this up royally with his user defender. I don't know what he did with his defense, but he just completely blew that apart. And, easy pickings there. Here I'm in snugs. You see the mesh. You see the bench concepts again. Those are the main plays out of this set. This bench swap, I'm going to change that route that Howard is on to a streak. And if I see space, I'm just going to, fire it in there, which I have, and I do. And I possession catch it. Mesh, you see play action seams. That Aggie play is kind of meh, but you just have so many things you can do out of these bench concepts that it makes it a pretty good formation nonetheless. Not quite as varied as other snuggly formations that are in the game, but it gets the job done. There, I was forced to check it down there. I'm still in the snuggly. Again, I'm running bench switch this time. And, bench just forces you to expend so many resources to defend what is really a pretty simple concept that because he just fanned everybody back, I could just dump it down to the back on the outlet and get a nice gain. The gun bunch is okay. You have this. I like having a cross screen there as opposed to a slip. If I had my choice between either a slip or a cross screen, I'd prefer the cross screen. You have play action read. I really like the play action read pass. Play action skins dig plays pretty nice as well. Here I'm just running a dive by audible out of this to play action read. I'm going to have, I think, Moss here on a drag, and you have OJ Howard here wheeling out. I got some nice space there. Boom. And you have the solo side running a deep comeback. Skins trail is nice. Bunch drive. You have a curl flat corner. You don't have a play action pulse, and you don't have a Z spot. Ideally, I like to have one of those two plays, if not both, so that for competitive purposes for this year's game, takes a little bite out of it. Takes a lot of bite out of it actually. But you see the trail play. He was just all over the place with his user backer. He committed hard to the first crosser and hit the trail route, and no one was there. Play action out of Snuggly. I catch him on an edge rusher. He's in man coverage. Easy pickings there. Stugs again. Flood corner. I get sacked there. I get kind of caught, napping. What am I in here? Wing trips, double post. I was actually surprised that this worked. Usually what happens on these plays is because of spacing and because of player movement, one guy can cover both of those post routes. He was on the backside of the formation, the user player, so I had a nice little alleyway to the outside post route once the inside one broke. But yeah, as you can see, there's plenty to move the ball with. You got quite a few options. It's a little bit dated in the sense that it has that RG3 kind of feel to it with a lot of read option. They don't really play that way anymore. And it's got a little bit too much pistol for my taste. For this year's game, I think pistol kind of pigeonholes you as far as what you can do out of it, both in the way of how you can run the ball and what you can block blitz wise. The under center run game isn't too potent, I don't think. Along with the usual, trash I formation passing, single back is pretty good. So overall, a solid book. Not great, but effective. Not terrible either. Out of the spread, pro style West Coast hybrids, I don't think it's quite as good as the Raiders. I liked it a little bit more than the Dolphins and the Jags. I don't put it as high as the Bills and the Bengals, so I put it right at 16 in the, top half of the game. Has no shot of staying there because we have playbooks like the Saints and the Steelers coming up as well, and as well as the Titans. But I think it's got a nice shot to hang on to the top 20, which isn't too shabby. Anyway, that's it for the Redskins. Hope you guys enjoy, and I will talk to you all later. Peace.